enough questions.
Well, we said last night we weren't done yet, and these girls have a lot of resolve and a lot of ability and a lot of talent, and they came out today determined, and we had a plan to go against both pitchers, and they stayed within the plan, which is the key to winning at this juncture of the season. And I thought both of our opponents played well and deserve a lot of credit, but I think you saw Tennessee softball today.
Coach, Ivy's turned into like a one-woman volunteer fire department there, coming in and putting out fires. Can you just talk about the job she's done for you in these last two games?
Well, you know, it's been kind of that kind of season for a while. It's Ellen. It really is, and Ellen's done a lot. And Ellen just has a minor thing that's going on that we've got fixed now, and you'll see Ellen tomorrow, I'm positive. But Ivy was hot against those guys, and at the time I made the change, if you recall, there had been 2 walks, and we had gone 9 innings without scoring against them, and I just didn't want to chance it, and that's why Ivy went in. But I don't think, and I think you could ask their teammates here, I don't think our team cares which one of them's in there, you know, because they're both so good and so dedicated.
Coach, you said that Tori's catch a couple weeks ago, the one in left center, was the best you'd ever seen. What about the UAB one? Does that trump it?
Well, she keeps coming up with those catches. She's had a ton of them. She had one at Arizona State in their stadium that was unbelievable. She's a magnificent center fielder, no question.
Ivy, when you got that kind of defense behind you, what does that do for a pitcher?
Oh, it definitely takes pressure off of you, and you don't have to press or anything. You just rely on them.
And you're not walking people right now. Is that that's a really good thing for a pitcher, isn't it? You're working very efficiently out there.
Yeah, and I'm just going at the hitters, and that's what you do when you have a good defense behind you. You just go right at the hitters and rely on them.
I think you retired 31 in a row at one juncture. Were you aware that nobody was reaching base on you? Or?
No, I'm just being aggressive and going at them and just doing the best I can to get outs.
Madison, what was the difference for you guys at the plate today versus yesterday?
You know, we really worked on executing the game plan that the coaches talked about, and we still went up there aggressive, you know, taking our hacks, and if we're going to swing all the way.
Tori, can you walk me through that catch? When did you think you might have a good shot at it? When you took off running, or when did you know you were going to come down with it?
When I felt it in my glove. I mean, got to track them, and sometimes you get right on them, and when I felt the ball in my glove, I was like, oh, I caught it, yes.
Tori, the play at the plate you scored, I think that was kind of Tennessee finally broke through. Were you looking to score on every potential pitch? I mean, were you thinking there could be a pass ball?
Yes.
Was that the mindset?
You always got to be aggressive when you're on third base. As a person with speed, you always got to be thinking if there's a pass ball and we don't have any runs, you got to take advantage of every opportunity. And so right when it happened, I was thinking pass ball, oh, pass ball, go. And just instinct, I guess.
Coach Weekly didn't even have a chance to yell, go, you were
No.
That play, the coach doesn't say anything.
That was just instinct.
Coach, you shook up the batting order in the first game, moved Shelby down, and she went 3 for 3. What was your thinking there?
Well, I worked out a little bit with Shelby this morning. About 3 hitters we worked out up at baseball, and Shelby was one of them. And to be very honest with you, I thought it would motivate Shelby a little to drop her down a couple, and I didn't think it'd motivate her that much. But I was happy to see what she did.
Coach, you knew going in today that you would have to win 4 in a row to come out of this, and you said, you know, we won 20 in a row last month, so we should be able to do 4. How difficult, though, is it to face a team and beat the same team twice in the same day, which you now have to do tomorrow?
Oh, it's extremely difficult, and Virginia Tech is a great team, and they're well coached. I mean, we've known their coaching staff for years, and there's a lot of respect between both coaching staffs, and they execute and do a lot of things really well, and it's going to be difficult, but at least we've put ourselves in a position to try to do it.
Is there any motivation, I guess, for any of the players, is there any motivation to do something that Tennessee's never done in their regional history? They've never lost a regional advance. I just wonder if anybody gets any motivation out of doing something that hadn't been done here.
Yeah.
I think our motivation is to go to
I was like, nope.
I think our motivation is to go to super regionals. I
Yeah.
don't think we care about setting records. And like I said, we know we've got a really tough opponent, but we're going to come to play and let the chips fall where they may.
Coach, I think every one of your starters today got a hit, and you talked about adjustments. And Miami of Ohio season's over, and their pitcher is not going to pitch at the collegiate level again. What was the adjustment? What did you have to do that you weren't able to do yesterday?
Well, first thing is Karen and Marty and I stayed here late last night and watched film, as we will again tonight, because that's our job. That's what we get paid for. And we noticed that we swung at 26 pitches over our head during the game, or up in our, let's say above the neck, okay? And so that was the number one adjustment. And then we also noticed that a couple of our kids were hitting off their front foot, and we wanted them to get more into their legs, what we talked about, more into their legs, so they could stay a little lower and come up out of the pitch. And the ones we worked with today were the ones that basically were having that struggle. The whole team was, I think, looking at high pitches.
One final question?
Ivy, I know you and Ellen support each other a lot. What do you tell her going into tomorrow? Does she even need to be told anything? She knows what she's got to do, doesn't she?
She does, and she'll be fine. She'll work her way out of things and, you know, go right at them, and she'll be fine. So it'll be good.
Us tremendously, you know, and I think that was another motivation. Our kids just wanted to play well in front of a great crowd. So anyhow, whatever that's worth.
You said they actually felt bad yesterday, that they let them down?
They felt bad because, just because they lost, but because we've really gotten a pretty good fan base, you know, and we've built that over the years, and I think the administration is even thinking of putting more bleachers in right field like they have at Michigan and a couple of other places, and we have great fans. I mean, it's amazing what they do.